So here we go. Let's get the draft back up. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to build 2 loadouts to switch between. And these are going to take us, the goal is, without dying, through Stratum 5 and 6 in the Coral Bishop Gate. And so we'll be facing beasts and gremlins. So we have opportunity for gunning and bombing and sorting. So, yeah, let's try this. So here's the way the draft works. We run it, and it pops out for us a choice of weapons. Fang of Og, Heavy Hatchet, Barbarous Thornblade. I think this is a pretty obvious choice. The Barbarous Thornblade, and the reason for this whole thing existing is so I can talk about different gear that I feel strongly or not strongly about, and talk about other gear related to it. So I'm going to take the Barbarous Thornblade just because, compared to the Fang of Og has less application since I'll be against beasts and gremlins, the 2 elemental resistant families. So that doesn't make any sense. And then, of course, the Heavy Hatchet's just 1 star, so that doesn't even count. Barbarous Thornblade I can use against both, so that will be great. Cameron, Twisted Snarblbarb, Super Slime Slasher. Cameron, I guess. We can replace these, so... Do I want this on this loadout or on the new loadout? I guess I'll leave it on this one. It doesn't matter. I won't be using it either way, I don't think. Ionized Salt Bomb, Stagger Storm, Dark Briar Barrage. Well, that's wonderful. So this is draft 1, and get a Dark Briar Barrage. Alright, so this is the draft 2 loadout. Rock Jelly Mail, Gunslinger Sash, Vitasuit. Well, it's not going to be the Vitasuit, because Vitasuit's kind of silly. 0-star armor. It's not going to be the Gunslinger Sash because it's not this is the highest we're going to get. Granted, Rock Jelly Mail is not great on its own, if only because there's sleep resistance that could be better used with something else. Draft 1 and equip that, so there we go. 5, Dark Retribution, Firecracker, Humbug Hazer. Well, our bomber loadout's coming together. So that's draft 1. Overwrite to draft 2. Draft 2, let's grab a bomb here. And Dark Retribution. Compared to the Humbug Hazer is actually not bad either. I should actually consider it. Because poison is actually quite useful against both beasts and gremlins. I'm going to check the gate and see. Do we have any poison levels? We probably... Yeah, there's 1 set of full poison. The rest are shock. Huh. Quick, can I out-damage? Yes, I can. I'm going to bring the Dark Retribution because the Dark Briar... With the Dark Briar Barrage, I can knock down enemies, and so for damage and getting the fight over most quickly, Dark Retribution makes sense. Humbug Hazer is just the 5-star Venom Veiler, but it is also only level 1, so that's kind of not ideal either. So we'll go with that. Crystal Pin, Redwood Bracelet, Pentaheart Pendant. I think we'll take the Pentaheart Pendant on the Bomber loadout, which I'm gonna like more, I think. Super Stun Gun, Frost Gun, Mega Magnus. Well, is that not obvious? I'm gonna put this in the last slot, and hopefully I have some opportunity to overwrite it. Otherwise, this is gonna be a very unfortunate loadout. Derpy looking too at the moment, but Ignition Armor, Divine Mantle, Ashtail Coat. Oh, I already have an armor on this one. Ashtail or Divine Mantle? What are the odds of me getting another armor? Not great. Let's go Divine Mantle. I really don't want to, but it doesn't matter if I have no swords, so... Protobomb, Firecracker, Dark Reprisal. How about none of the above? Firecracker. Humbug Hazer, Stagger Storm, Ionized Salt Bomb. Oh boy, well there's that last bomb, I guess. Though, do I want to put it on here? Because then I have to depend, if I have to hit switches and stuff, I have to depend completely on... It doesn't matter, I have to anyways. Yes, absolutely we will. I would like some charge time reduction on this though. Tempered Honor Blade, Hot Edge, Slime Slasher. Tempered Honor Blade is going to go, and it's going to replace nothing. I don't want it. I don't want the Slime Slasher, I don't want the Hot Edge. They're all bad. Heavy Pulsar, Satenza, Voltaic Alchemist. There we go, that's more like it. Heavy Pulsar is a normal damage weapon. Voltaic Alchemist is just 2-star, so it's not worth it. Spiral Scale, Spiral Cele, Spiral Scale. Are you serious? Well, that's unfortunate. I don't actually have 2 Spiral Scales. I only have 1. What is it? Oh, I do have 2. Darn it! Yeah, this is the loadout that I'm going to be afraid to use. 14. Spiral Scale, Magic Hood, Perfect Mask of Cirrus. I'm going to Perfect Mask of Cirrus over this. I'm hoping I can get one more. This actually makes some sense with this. Oh boy, that guy. Hail Driver, Kilowatt. Oh, well, we can turn it into a gun loadout. So, Kilowatt or Hail Driver? Oh, that is a very good question. The Freeze Ray or the Kilowatt Pulsar? Neither is super great. But I think we'll take the Pulsar for the stun value, because the Hail Driver is just less great at that. And did I miss anything? I did not miss anything. So there's the draft. Now I do need to equip a shield for each one, which I get the discretion of. And since I don't have a trinket on this one, I get to put one trinket on it, because that's kind of important. So we're going to go with that. It's just +6 health. This one is going to take the Barber's Thorn, because it's the one with the swords. Or Swift Strike. That is the question. What's my attack speed at the moment? Damage bonus. I don't have any attack speed. Yeah. This loadout's gonna be deadly. As in, it's gonna get me killed. The other one has no helmet, has no charge time reduction, but I can't affect my sprite to help me do that, and I'll do that right now, actually. Yeah, the other one here, I don't know what I want to do with this one. How do I want to sprite power this? Maybe health? This is the staying alive loadout. Look at this. I think this is every status listed except curse. Do I want more gun power? Yeah, I do. I want more gun power. True shot. Alright, well there we go. We got this, and we got this. This is interesting. Let me find a party, and let's get into it. Okay. So, here we are in the levels then. I did switch out my Swift Strike Buckler for this one, Barber's Thorn Shield, because I need it against the ravenous ravens, and I should have thought of it before. And of course, the first thing that appears in a beast level is slimes, followed by beasts, so it's okay. I will rely somewhat heavily on guns on this. Then again, it is still the top of Tier 3, so I'm not super scared. It's much better than Stratum 6, for instance. But compounds are still not a great way to start. You get dead. Bombs, the explosive blocks deal quote-unquote elemental damage. I don't think you can resist them. That would be something worth testing. And someone could write it down and we can test it on stream or something at some point. But I don't think the wearing elemental defense actually defends against the explosives. It might. But elemental resistant enemies are resistant to explosive blocks. Okay, this is a good start. This is a very good start. You are not a good start. I don't want you. I don't want anything to do with you. Especially not if a healer shows. If a healer shows up, I'm just completely dead. Okay. But this is why this gun is so ridiculously strong. Also because damage bonus on guns and that kind of thing. I am so glad. Okay, by the way, if you ever get this room set up in the compounds, you want to start at the top. Starting at the bottom is the worst, for obvious reasons. You can see already the reason why this is so good. Starting at the top, hey, means you can shoot at everything else, especially if you have guns like me, and they can't hit you. Whereas otherwise, you have to do this gremlin fight, and I think there's another lumber that spawns in here, though I might be wrong. And this guy's running around like he's the most OCD gremlin. He might be. But yeah, you have to do the rest of this fight while there are things that shoot at you. I guess there's nothing else in there, but still. Alright, so, and I will talk about these individually too. The barbed wire. Barbed wire is scary, don't touch it, it's hard to see. Okay, now we're done with that. What's next? Barber's Thornblade is my favorite of all the flourish variants of all the pokey sticks, quote unquote. Compared to, I think the flourish is a close second place, and I rank the Rigadoon and Flamberge far below it. And here's why. These guys, I'm 2 swinging. The Flamberge will often, I find it, 3 swing kills. These small guys. And obviously I have a buff. It'll be 3 without it. And for the Flamberge, it's often 4. Why would I trade Like, oh, I'll stun him, I'll slow him down. That's great, but I'd just rather kill him sooner. That makes incredible amounts more sense to me than lighting them on fire, stunning them. Now, stun and fire are both good because the fire can convert a 4-hit kill into a 3-hit kill because you light them on fire, they tick for fire and then die. That can be good. If I get in here, I'm going to be trapped. So, pop the bullets, please. And jump and shoot because they're not shielded in their backs. And I can do this forever until he dies. Is he dead? He's dead! Yay! Not something you say about most things. Okay. I could leave, so I want to make sure I watch my health, because I don't want to die here for no good reason. Jelly Farm. We will switch loadouts for this, for sure. Or will we? Yes, absolutely we will. Heh! Yes, we will. Now, between the Flourish and the Barber's Thornblade, they're exactly the same, except for two things. One, the Barber's Thornblade is much easier to get, because the Flourish requires crafting. Crafting requires orbs. You want to probably get a Brandish as your first sword. It's generally a good idea. Draft. Draft 1. Let's kill these in waves like this. They spawn when you enter the grass, and then more spawn. No, I'm using bombs. Let's not. Let's do this. This is a better idea. And we will, as Dreth Yuxi was saying in the last run that I did on stream, poison reduces the amount of damage that monsters can deal by up to 50%, and it increases the amount of damage they take by up to 25%. Slimes are generally just okay against poison, so it's about 30% and 15%. Instead, this is actually really good, because the healers will help melt the jellies for me. The poison jelly. So I'm going to stick to this poison bomb until things die. So, again, the Barber's Thornblade doesn't require any, and then there's just healers left, and they die. The Barber's Thornblade requires no Orbs of Alchemy to craft, which is something that you're in need of all throughout the game, and again, you should get a Brandish first. It's a general good first option. Second is the Charge. The Flourish is good at one-hit killing a single enemy. This is good, but if you're in a beast level with lots of beasts, you kind of don't want to be one-hit killing one enemy. You want to be hitting all the enemies, so A, don't charge. B, if you are going to charge, use the Barber's Thornblade's charge, because the Barber's Thornblade has that wide arcing attack, so you will one-hit kill that guy you were aiming at, and also do more damage to the guys next to him. If you're charging against fiends, you're insane. Don't charge against fiends. Use what the blade was made for, which is fast, quick swings. So that's why That's why I prefer the Barber's Thornblade out of all of them. If you choose a different one, that is completely cool. I completely respect that for obvious reasons. I just like the Barber's Thornblade the best, so that's why I have it, and not any of the other ones. I might get them eventually. I can see the Rigadoon and Flamberge both having reasonable amounts of purpose in my life. Right here, what I'm using is this is Dark Retribution. It is a 5-star bomb. It's also it's one of the things that makes Operation Crimson Hammer straight up worth it, because you get a very nice, very usable bomb for free. Well, which you paid for the DLC Operation Crimson Hammer, either your energy or your hard-earned money. I think there's a key up here, right? It just feels so slow. I have a proto helmet on for Pete's sake. A single slime? Came to the wrong neighborhood, punk. Get wrecked. And so, once you've paid for your DLC, you get this bomb. It's really nice. You find Gremlin Stalkers with it, which is kind of the idea of why you get it from the mission. It's not usable in PvP at all, but it melts most things slime and gremlin, and it's quite good at those things. This room, by the way, is incredibly fun, and there are challenges that people have made where you kill things. This is a turret, and it opens up and it shoots very weak shots at slimes that spawn here, which we'll get to in a second. Which will also be melted by the Dark Retribution, I might add. This thing hits multiple times, and the damage just keeps stacking up here. Per explosion, I mean, you get 400, 500 damage, where another bomb would give you 200 or 300. I should actually be doing this. Turret in my way. And the spikes, oh man, they just all came for me. It gets around Gremlin shields pretty well. It breaks Gremlin Bender bubbles really well. It's not great because it activates invincibility frames. And so what that means is someone stands in it, gets hit by the first little guy, and then doesn't get hit by the second guy. I think. I'm honestly not positive about the invincibility frames. In any case, oh, look at these guardians of the treasure. Guardians of the loots. All 3 of them. Yikes. But even if not, it's just really easy to avoid. You can cover a point in it, but most people will just back off anyways, and it's just underwhelmingly powerful. It's just not very strong, which is kind of unfortunate. That's why I don't prefer it. If you can make it work in lockdown, hey, more power to you. I'd love to see that, hear that story. That would be cool. The Humbug Hazer. What is that weird weapon? If you're not new, if you're not a regular player of the game of Spiral Knights, it's the Venom Veiler, which is the poison haze bomb. And yes, I used this vial because I saw the one up there. Vials take a long time to disappear. I don't think they disappear at all, actually. Mecha Knight. Bad idea. There's no reason to ever activate a Mecha Knight. And I've talked about it before. I'll talk about it again someday, I'm sure. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Whee! And then you know what we're going to do? Once we do this, we're going to use our sprite power to X them all. Whee! This haze is going to last forever because I've got so many enemies to mark. Oh, yeah. And they're all dead! Haha! They are all dead. And half of them didn't give me anything. Didn't drop a single thing. So it just inflicts poison. The detonation does an explosion in the middle. So it goes out to this far, but the explosion's only about how far this dirt goes, and that's where it'll damage. And then it just poisons everything that steps in it. And then the last one is the Dark Bear Barrage, which is a must for anyone who uses bombs, because it knocks gremlins down, it knocks fiends down, it knocks beasts down, it knocks undead down, though generally there are better things to kill undead with than bombs. In general. You can use bombs, and it's quite effective, but swords, there's just so many options for you with all the brandishes that works. And the Warhammer. It's just an explosion of spikes, and it's a one-time hit. It's one of the few bombs that is a one-time explosion that's not a normal damage bomb, which makes it quite valuable for fighting most things, because if you don't want to haze someone, then you've got very few other options, say, for elemental damage. I don't want another compounds. You've got very few options other than to shard bomb. But, oh, it just changed. Well, looky there. Sometimes all you have to do is ask. Yeah, and the Spiral Soleil must be heated. Yes, instantly skip to level 4. Go. I need this. It's really important. Man, game. Oh, I love the Swift Strike Buckler. I love the Swift Strike Buckler. I don't use it enough. I go for damage bonus more usually, because I'd be killing these guys in 3 hits instead of 4 if I had switched my shield, which I probably should have done, because again, it's better to kill in 3 hits than 4 in almost every case. Why is this switch here? What does it do? It is the same as the switch up at the top, it's just because levels are built so that you can enter from either side. Most rooms are. It's okay. Oh, he's not healing anymore because he's too scared of dying. Or something. I don't understand gremlin logic. They do the weirdest things of any monster, it seems. That and beasts. Beasts just, they jump around and do silly things. I love monster behavior in this game. Silly and fun. Okay, there's my switch. Gonna test all these for rock jellies. None are rock jellies. Unfortunate. So Strike Buckler is a straight up takes 1 or 2 hits for most things in this depth. It's just low normal damage defense. And it gives me attack speed high on everything I own. Just like that. So, I am doing 3-hit kills. Okay. Well, then I'm glad I have the Swift Strike Buckler. I thought I was doing 4-hit kills a while ago. Maybe I was poisoned? No? Odd. Doink. Yeah, this is the best. This is a 3-hit kill max speed. That's the elevator. So we get some prizes. This is the hearts on one side, boxes on the other. Maybe spawn some enemies. Break them all for the Vitapod. It is the end of the level. There's no reason to not to. If you're at the beginning of a level and this room is still accessible, and you don't need all the hearts, don't break all the boxes, because you can come back later if you need the hearts later, and then break the boxes. Otherwise, they may deteriorate. I've seen a gremlin raise a plunger in victory to a fanfare of kazoos. That is wild. Did you get a screenshot? I'm going to switch shields because my experience is if I'm barely killing things in 3 hits. No, I'm not going to switch shields because I can plug them with 1 shot from the Satenza and it'll be okay. If I'm just barely 3-hit killing them, then on the next level I'm not 3-hit killing them, which makes sense. But lumbers, ooh, vile lumbers. What are they called? What are you called? Ow. I don't know, but you poisoned me for 10 seconds. That's ridiculous. Poison has the longest duration time of any status. It can last up to 14 seconds, where most statuses last up to, what is it, 9? Poison's much stronger. You can counteract it with attack buffs, or just use the attack buff anyway. I'm trying to shoot only twice, but I'm shooting so fast. Yeah, it's only doing like 20 more damage when it's big than when it's small anyways. So that's the knockback that counts, I guess. Oh, I'm not 3-hit killing anymore? I don't know. I can't tell. Those guys were not on full health. I am not! See? So there we go. It's left him with a little bit of health. Ah, I'm gonna get hit! That was a bad idea. Oh, they're in a pair. Oh, good. This will make getting to the next room faster. Bow, I'm a race car. Guess what this sprite power doesn't do? Increase movement speed. It does nothing of the sort. This is interesting! Shoot it! Things happen! Yay! Sometimes it'll spawn beasts, sometimes it'll spawn slime, sometimes it'll just give you things, sometimes it'll cause the next prize room to give you a spark of life, apparently. Take it. That was a... Yeah, Troll Engine is off today. Greenlink said it right. Good things are happening today, which is surprising. So this Satenza, it is a purely shadow-dealing, ouch, handgun. Obviously, it fires a bunch of bullets in quick succession, just like the Antigua does. Antigua's piercing, you get into a Black Hawk and then into a Satenza. And then what it'll do is does extra damage to gremlins, and just does shadow damage, so you can use it on slimes. It's got a neat little charge, where it fires a big bird. Like, it'll charge pretty quick, because I have my Mask of Cirrus. It does that, and then fires a bird. The bird's cool. It generally makes you stand still, though, so I don't advise using the charge unless you're in a narrow passageway, maybe like this, and you can stand back down the path a little bit and kill them. The bullets will not stun slimes charging at you. The bird will. So you've got to get the bird out before they get to you. This works with constructs, too, is the other thing I've used it a lot on. I don't know what else the Satenza affects and doesn't affect, but it's just good, consistent shadow damage. Between getting the Argent Peacemaker and the Satenza first, I would absolutely get the Satenza first. And the reason why is because what are you going to use the Argent Peacemaker on that the Polaris and or Brandishes don't already do better? The Argent Peacemaker is a weaker version of those, and it's great for putting a lot of bullets into zombies. This is what I was talking about, by the way. I one-hit killed one guy and did a bunch of damage to a bunch of other guys. This is something that does not happen when you have the Flourish. That's why I prefer the Barbarous Thornblade. I'm gonna get hit. I'm not gonna get hit. I have attack speed. Alright, so that's the Satenza. It's great for charging. Let me finish that thought. It's great for charging into using the charge, not charging, but using the charge on large groups of zombies like in Firestorm Citadel. But a bunch of other things like Brandish charges do that a whole lot better too. Man, these guys clear through my health. Is it because I have no helmet? Yeah, I think so. If he goes into there... Oh, let's see if I can push him into there. He can go in there. And I can't come in after him. Don't get... Well, I thought he could get in there. I guess not. Oh well, he's got himself in a pickle now. No, don't do that. That's so bad. Here. Now die. That's so silly. So there is a bit of synergy here between... I'm going to be using the Darkbriar Barrage a lot more than the Dark Retribution, and you may be wondering why. The reason is that knockback. So you can see here, I can just keep knocking them on their backs. Though they have enough time to get up, I have enough charge time reduction to barely keep them down. Just barely. That road is scary. Oh, boy. This road is quite frightening. I was afraid... And if they were all rocket pups, it's like, forget it. But they're not all rocket pups. So maybe we can try. Let's see how far we get before we get squashed. There's probably... Hopefully this isn't the right way so I can leave if I have to. Thankfully the healers haven't detected me yet. Oh, now they have. Right, which means get through. Hit him with that. Get them both dead. We're good. Okay. We've got through stage 1. Okay, there's a healer up there. That makes things harder. Granted, coming from the left to the right is harder than coming from the right to the left, in my opinion, because of the position of the healer. And I'll explain why in a second. That's a vial. That's heat. I don't need either of those. Thanks. Back up. Go through. Yeah, that dodging. There's that Mender trying to thinking he can get involved in my business. If you are fighting here, trying to kill these guys, there's also a lumber that's attacking you. Whoops. That's bad. That's really bad. That's really hard to deal with in here. Here, I have a lot more space, and I can kill everything, and then the turrets come later. They're an afterthought. That is much better in my opinion, compared to having to deal with all these guys and 2 turrets and the ones on the bottom if you happen to awaken them. This guy's shooting at me, but as you can see, by the time his bullets get here, they're so spread apart that it's not very hard to dodge. And there is no healer here. At least there's not supposed to be. Oh! My Sonic mode. It disappeared. Sonic mode's when you are left with 1 little bit of health left, and it happens often when you play this game, but I just took too much damage too quickly, I think. And that was the end of me. Yeah, I'm trying to, by moving around, I keep these guys from walking in the middle of the bomb like they kind of are right now. I want them to stand on the outside and get hit by both orbs at the same time. Ow, come on in here. Yeah. Plasma cell! Almost was one of the 5-star materials for Shopping List Season 1, but wasn't. Okay, do that. I'll stick to this guy. If you proc a guy with quills, he instantly wakes up. That's just how it is. He considers himself attacked, which is for good reason. But yeah, if you don't want to wake up turrets, like here's a thing in the Vanaduke room in which I went the wrong way. I'm not going to go back. This is the right path by the looks of it, and I'm not going to go back. I don't want to go back through there. Oh well, I chose correctly for once. Usually I choose wrong, and that's good, because you get all the end rooms, and then you can come back the right way. Here, I just went the right way, which means I probably skipped some hearts and prize boxes on the other side. Which is good. Oh, just kidding. I lied. I'm sorry. I was wrong. It happens more often than you think, actually. This is still such a bad idea. I'm barely holding my weight here, and I have 1 trinket, and I don't have glasses, even though I do have glasses, but I don't have glasses. Whoa! Ducked under his arm. Okay, die. The Divine Owlite Shield is one of the best shields in the game, in my opinion. And the Crest of Owlmire for defense, not for offense. It is actually kind of bad for offense and that kind of thing. But for where it is here, it's not bad. Because it has status resistances, and status resistances are really good against most enemies, because statuses that get absorbed into your shield go into the shield health. That's why gremlins are crazy. Did you see that? Here's what? Left, right, left. It's like, this way. What? Who? Do I left? Do I go? Derpiness to the max. Decon zone. Yes, this loadout. And sorry, reading the chat. Oh, and eating a big fat bullet to the face. Let's avoid this Mechanite. This Mechanite's gonna be the death of me. All of my health. I'm gonna heal. I don't like this. Mechanite, stop. Healer, stop. This is where the road ends, ladies and gents. I think it is. Oh, yeah, dead. Okay, man. Maybe this won't last long enough for it to do any good. Oh, I don't know. It'll be close. Come on. I need my charge time reduction. Use it, use it, use it. Don't use 2. Oh, and now they're all healed again. Hit them! Hit them! They're running away! Okay. This is what happens when I don't have charge time reduction. This happens. And they all heal themselves. And those all go into the Mechanite shield. And I get an attack buff. Okay, things are looking up. I can do this until things die. Okay, the healer's gone. And the mass exodus of weak gremlins. Chase them down. Run. What's the game that's this where you're just chasing the thing? Oh, ouch. Yeah, you got that one. Oh, run. Okay, yeah. Oh, that doesn't do any good, does it now? Nope, it doesn't. I should have thought of that. He's a fire gremlin. He won't be lit on fire. On normal gremlins, that works great. Here, it doesn't. Oh, no, this is bad. Because these guys on the one side can heal the guys on the other side. I think I might skip. I don't know, maybe I can outdo them in damage. Oh, look, there's a healer guy there, too. Don't run away from me! Okay, fine. We're gonna take this fight somewhere else. Can you guys come up here? Away from that? Watching the mini-map. Yeah, come away. Come this way. This way. What are you doing? You can't hit me through the gap. Fire doesn't work that way. Ow. Okay, well, there's all my remedy pills. Okay. Oh. Ugh. How am I doing on fire? It's not ticking for very much. Okay, that's good. Combat the rune. Ouch. Good, I can get a bomb charge before I tick with fire, because fire ticks regularly, so if you can get a bomb off once, you know you can get a bomb off permanently. And this guy bubbled here, so that's great. Success! That's a volcanic iron! These 5-star finds today. Solid stuff. I'm happy. Shield Bash is generally terrible, except for the time when a guy's on low health. Like, you've done the level where you're just barely 3-hit killing a monster, you go to the next level, 3-hit swing them so that they have just a little bit of health left, and then Shield Bash them for the win. And it's fun. It's one of the most enjoyable things in this game, probably aside from wrecking face in Lockdown. Another spark. Okay. Yeah, the troll engine is off today. Whereas it's usually on and does all the things that I don't need it to. Right now it's off. It's acting normally. Like, it's not giving me absurd amounts of health. It's not giving me all the remedy capsules that I ever needed. And, well, it's scrap metaling me on the prize wheel in depth 20, whatever this is, 23. 5? 26? Where are we at now? Them drops would have been nicer during the shopping list series. Yeah, aren't you kidding? Absolutely. Another decon zone, circuit breakers. Okay, let me say, this is where the line ends. And I'm going to stick with these bombs, because they're better than the swords. I've also got a message for you YouTube viewers. You know I have a message that I'm waiting on. I will... Let me pull that up right now, actually. Maybe I can give that to you. Let's not touch that attack buff just yet. But these, they're all hard gremlins. They're all those guys. Darn you. But if I can keep them at bay with this, then we will have victory. No! That swings so fast! There's no way to defend against them when they whirlwind like that. Haha. No. Ha, stand in the rune and die. Come, I can see your trail. You cannot hide. By fire be purged. Run. I actually don't have fire. By poison be purged. I need to do this because all the guys in the room are gonna heal them. It's the worst. It is the worst. I'm dead. No. Not yet. It doesn't end like this. Oh, that whirlwind. I dodged. Okay. More dudes. These dudes I can handle. There's no healer here. Not yet. But just as I get them down to health, they'll probably... a healer will appear, and then all of my work will be undone. Or they'll just heal themselves. Or have a mass exodus. They can only heal once, it seems. The same way gremlin menders can only have one bubble ever. Hey. Stand there, bomb. Oh, that was a nice explosion, though. Okay, we'll try the shield bash. Come here. Oh, you. Shield dash plus attack buff does what? Ugh. 86 damage? That's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Okay, now let's try it without the shield buff or without the attack buff and see what we get. 72. Okay. It has been confirmed that attack buffs boost shield bashing. Sweet deal. Oh no, gremlins can heal more than once. They can? Nah, I'm not surprised. They are crazy after all. Oh, don't chuck things at me. It's not fun. Is this a trap room? If so, I'm gonna have a really hard time. Or it might just be a straight up easy room. In which case, I'm happy. It's a normal room. Good. No traps. Why am I using the dark red? This... Wow. They can resist bombs if their back is facing the center of the blast. They will resist it the same as a Trojan say. That guy's done for. Dunzoed. You guys, are they in a room? They aren't. Do I dare to open this? We gotta be careful if they bzz and hit this. Let's see if I can make them open it. Come here. Shock thyself. Shock creates a little mini explosion is basically what it is, so you can break blocks with it. Let's have a kiting adventure. And maybe we'll die. Or maybe we won't. Oh, there's a healer in there. This was a bad idea. Okay. We'll just kite them in circles. Like this. And the mender. Let's get another poison down. Maybe we can outdo the gremlin mender. That's the word. Whoa! That would have been my death. He missed. Okay, there's one down. One down, many to go. Where's the healer? Oh, the healer bubbled. I win. The healer, you bubbled at the wrong time, sir. Sorry. Victory is mine, and I can chase you down too. Ah, come here. You can't escape this. No. Ha-ha! Success. And we can get up to the top easier, quicker, faster, stronger. I don't actually know that song. What? You're on full health? This is not actually a bad draft. I like the way it turned out. Aside from the fact that I'm wearing my Spiral Soleil, this is actually really great. Let's not touch the sleep vial. I don't want it. And I haven't seen the elevator yet. Or no, it's there. That's right. I did see it. I'm going cray. Well, we'll do this to reduce the chance of... There's the troll engine. Here, 3 sleep vials, all in the same place at the same time. Gremlin clockwork tunnels is what this is. Orange means gremlins. Blue means shock. If I'm not mistaken, it might be freeze gremlins. I'm pretty sure it's shock, though. Cooling chamber. It's freeze. Okay, just kidding. Shock is a little richer blue, I guess. Okay, we're going to switch back now, because we've been on bombs too long, and because I feel like guns are going to be helpful here. Oh, I'm having to 4-hit kill these guys? That's unfortunate. Oh my gosh, this is going to take a while. Get wrecked. This is depth 27. We've almost succeeded in completing this draft, PvE draft run. You can use this draft system, my random generator that we ran at the beginning of the series, in PvP player versus player, where the goal is you create one loadout, and you instead of 15 you use it 10 times instead of 15 times, and you create a single loadout for player versus player, and the goal is to win 12 times without losing. It's straight from Hearthstone, the Blizzard's card game. So you win 12 times without losing 3 times, and the way you quote-unquote win is not you win the game, it's that you do 10,000 damage in each game. But each cap and defend counts as 1,000, so you can score 2 caps and 8,000 damage and still win, or still move on. And you do this and you see if you can get to 12 wins. And so usually you have to do it in more than one sitting, because that's a lot of games of lockdown. But you get to know the loadout really well, and it teaches you things about the weapons that you own that you didn't know before, because the whole thing is all the weapons from your character. So it is now time to get rid of these sleep vials, though we will hit the gremlins with them, because they will sleep and they will just... By the way, in case it ever comes out in the future when sleep actually becomes a thing, sleep poison synergy is actually very strong, because when they try to heal, they don't heal. So you're basically giving them eternal stun. Well, not eternal. You're giving them a long-term stun. So it's strong. Also, this ASI is strong. Extremely so. Daroya? No! No! This room. At least I'm coming in from the right. But this is just terrible. All the gremlins are going to come for me. Which is actually good. I can pull them away from the turrets into a place where it's safe. Whereas beasts say they don't... They're a little worse about coming towards you. Undead or cats particularly are just... I don't like them as much. Gremlins, they're good about coming to you. This lumber even. I guess all monsters come to you generally, but some are better, faster, stronger at it than others. Get the bird! I need this remedy now. Use the that silver saps is what these are. They are the most, in my opinion, the most, that was just a stupid thing that I did. They're the most dangerous enemies in the game, because when they hit you, they freeze you. And your shield cannot take more than one hit from those guys, even your strongest, bestest shield. Because the point is, he hits you, you're frozen and stunned, so you can't do anything. And then he hits you again, and then you're frozen and stunned some more. And then he hits you again. And then it only takes a few until you're dead. Back up. Don't want to deal with this silver sap here. So, in that regard, more dangerous than Grievers. I think Grievers are actually quite simple. There's a very simple way to fight them, which is for another day at another time. These guys, dangerous as all get out. All the time. So yes, just for indication, obviously this is a stream. I do stream occasionally and whatnot at twitch.tv/lattizen_sklay. You can follow me on Twitter at @lattizen_sklay, just all one as the tag. You can follow the Twitch channel and get your email notifications and all that. You can be subscribed to the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/sklayelite. You can join the Steam group, which is the Arsenal podcast. Then you can find out when we're streaming. It's usually there will be one on the weekends and one midweek, but they vary in length. This one's going on 2.5 hours now. And so you get to... I'm introducing a lot of game modes right now to the stream. These different... We're going to finish off with... Which loadout? Oh man! This one or the other one? Let's use this one. This is obviously the draft. I've drafted for PvE, is what the player versus environment, and we'll do some PvP probably next time. Oh well, I've got some more things up my sleeve. I guess we haven't done any of the other things yet. And then what happens is, then you can get on the stream and you can vote on what we do when we get going. Maybe you can get involved, maybe you just want to watch, that kind of thing. And we do votes like that because we're diplomatic and stoof. Because that is the proper spelling of stuff is stoof. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And if you are one of those people that likes to send me random things, thank you. I will put your name and message, and I'll read your message off on the live stream and all that good stuff. And then all of whatever you give me is he killed him, and that's cool. I like. You can... It'll go to the fund for rolling. And if we get big enough funds, you can say this will go to the 1-ticket roll, or the 2-ticket roll, or the 3-ticket roll, or I'll designate it how I want to, if you don't say anything. And then at the end of when we've saved up a bunch of stuff, we'll just roll on something big, and it'll be a lot of fun. And you can be a part of it. You can also be a part of what gets rolled on. And so your name can be behind the charge time reduction that I have on my something, and be forever involved in history. Now, why you would want to do that instead of rolling on your own gear, why you'd want to give B money, I would never understand. But if you are into that sort of thing, and some people have told me they are, then there you go. Again, if I never see another crown from another person, I am no sadder off than if I didn't, because it's not my money. Okay, let's auto-target this gremlin to keep the bullets trained on him. What a jerk. Gremlins are crazy. Gremlins are crazy. There's grass here. There's grass here. And there's grass here. Let's use this to block some bullets, shall we? Yeah. Oh, there's no bullets in this room. This is the scuttlebutt version. I'm completely okay with that. I think that's wonderful. The damage. I'm not much of a gunner, to be honest, but I'm kind of liking it. I literally, seriously do not gun very much, but I think it's quite enjoyable. It's much calmer. Even bombing gets quite aggressive. Get that. There we go. But this is... gunning is just... It's very laid back. I think I'm a fan. Just because this. Okay, so I talked about this on the podcast recently. That I want there to be an actual super elite mode. Like the crazy mode. Where things actually get scary. Vanguard mode, maybe. And the point is... the monsters actually get... The composition of monsters get harder. I don't want to see any little gremlinite, whatever they are. I want to see scary guys where there shouldn't be scary guys. An example of this is if you're in Elite in Firestorm Citadel, in a room where there's wolvers, there's ashtail cubs instead. For instance, they put Trojans in really tight spaces, which made it really hard to fight them. Like, do that normally in the Clockworks. That's what I thought Elite was going to be at the beginning, but obviously they had other plans. It's like, no, we'll just give them more health, which just makes it more of a grind fest for a few more crowns. Which makes sense. I'm okay with that. I'm not complaining that Elite's here. I just wish there was Vanguard mode. I wish Grievers would appear in mass hordes and 4 Lumbros would appear in a tight space like that, where you would have a incredibly fun and yet challenging, difficult time slaughtering them with the Warhammer or whatever your weapon of choice is. Stuff like that. I mean, decon zones in the deepest parts of the Clockworks are good for that, but elsewhere too. Like, so that other people can experience that. How difficult would a run be where you could only do damage with your sprite and pick up items like vials? People have challenged me to that before, and I've completely avoided it because it is actually really hard and also really boring to play and boring to watch, in my experience, because they just come so slow. You have no consistent way to get them. I mean, they appear, but then you get them down to like 40-60% health, and that's it. You use your battle sprite power. I mean, Dracon's the strongest, and he doesn't one-shot turrets or anything, so then you have to chuck like 2 fire vials at the turret after that, and maybe he dies. Well, at the end of a long journey, the first draft is a success. Who would have thunk? No deaths. Granted, I didn't quite full clear in the purest definition of the word. Thank you for watching. Oh boy, it's quite the experience, now wasn't it? In case you missed it, this is all one series. I recorded it all in one session, so you get one bit of the message, even though it's multiple episodes. I'm sorry about that, but again, the message is Knights of Spiral comes. Here's your message, so enjoy that. Welcome to the core. What was our final payout? Did we actually get RNG? Yeah. Nothing. The Snarblax ate it. Okay. Let's do it then. How much did we get? Hey, Valen. Nice 2 swords that I don't have. A, I don't have the swords. B, no, that's nowhere close, but it pays for less than half of it. Which I guess is okay. Time to go roll, and then we're done. Good place to waste all my money. But that's what I do for you guys. It's crazy like that. Alright. Well, if you want to see the rolling and all that fun stuff, then head over to twitch.tv/Ladison_Sklay. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Have a good one.